In this video, I would like to talk to you a little bit about creating your site with templates, themes, fonts, colors, and more. So first of all, when you go to create your site, you've seen at the top here that we can choose a blank template, which looks pretty plain, or I could go into the gallery and look through some of these templates that are already set up for us. Now, the problem with using a number of these templates is people have decided that on the main page you're going to have a calendar and you're going to have a blog post and things that you might not normally want. They've also sometimes put in pictures and things that are really hard to get to in order to change and to make them the way you want them to look. So instead of going into these template pages, I would recommend that we always start with a blank template and we scroll down to the bottom where it has select a theme. And this allows us to choose something that will allow our page to look nice without starting all of those pieces on all those pages that we don't necessarily want. Okay. I am not going to start a new page right now. I'm going to flip over to a page that I have already set up. So just give me a moment here. All right. So here's a page that we have already set up. Let me go to one of our pages. So you'll notice a few things on this page that I've done. I have changed the top picture here. I've also provided some buttons across the top, so I will show you how to do that. As well, I have some more buttons within the content of the page. I have some other things showing up on my sidebar. All right, so first of all, let's take a look how to do those. So we first of all go into our settings and we come down to edit site layout. And edit site layout allows us to change the header, and I can turn the header on and off. There goes my header. You can see it turn off, and if I click it again, it'll turn it back on. You can see I've got horizontal navigation. Again, I can turn it off or turn it on from there. I can set up, if I click on this, I can set up the order of my pages. So if I would like to move research notes up within this menu, I can click up. All of these here, I have added these pages and clicked to the right to indent them so they come up as a sub menu under web design. So I'll show you that. See, it just says web design here. If I close, you'll see web design. Those are my sub menus that pop up. Okay. Back into the edit site layout. Over on my sidebar, I can add different features to my sidebar. So here I have my main navigation that starts on almost all of the pages. I can set up a text box with information in it. I can set up a countdown. There's a number of different things that you can put in your sidebars. All right, I can also set up a custom footer. So down at the bottom, I have a footer on every page. All right. The other thing I've done in here is I've set the width to a certain value. So a lot of times these themes, the widths will be flexible. So when you look on them on your widescreen monitors in the classroom, they look pretty good. But then when you open your site on a laptop or something that doesn't have that wide screen, all of a sudden it doesn't necessarily look as good. So I like to make sure my width is fixed so that it looks decent on most computers that will open it. All right. So that is the edit site layout. The next thing I want to show you is we're going to get into manage site. Now before we do that, I want to go in and edit a page here. So you'll notice I have this one box at the top and then another box down below. What I've done in here is I've changed the layout of my page. So I'm choosing this one column layout that has this extra bar at the top and bottom that I can put extra content in those bars. All right. There's all sorts of different layouts that you can choose, so please use these layouts to organize your content. All right. Another thing I've done is I've used these different levels of headings. Now, when I want to create a heading, I do not highlight the text and change the font size. What I do is I can either highlight or I can have it just clicked on there. I'm going to go to Format and I'm going to choose a heading style. So there's heading style 2, so heading 2. Heading 3 is a little smaller and green. Heading 4 is a little blue one. Okay, so I have set these heading colors under that Manage Sites section. So let's go take a look at that now. I'm going to discard these changes and we will go under Manage Site and we'll see what I've done. So you notice that there's a number of different things that you can do within this Manage Site area. You can put in site descriptions. You can actually delete your site from here. You can change your sharing and permissions here. But the thing that we want to concentrate on right now is changing themes, colors, and fonts. So if you don't like the theme you've picked or you'd like to explore some other themes, you can change it within here. You can also change colors and things from within this section. So on the entire page, the background of the entire page, I can leave the color, the background color to the theme, or I can change the background color. I can put a background image on my page. I can go to all of the text for my page and have it change to a certain font, certain color, certain size, link colors, visited link colors. In the site header, I can change the background color or image. So you'll notice I've got an image set up in here. I can change whether the title, the font and color and size of the title that shows up on my page. But here's where I change those headers. So this is under Content area, and I would go under Header 2, and you'll notice that I have this orange font selected here. Okay, so I can change the fonts there. Header 3, I haven't changed the color. Header 4. So if I wanted to change the font color of Header 3, maybe I want to make it this fuchsia color, then I could save it. And I could go back to my site. Now it automatically goes back to my home page, so I have to go to a page where I have those other fonts set up. And you'll notice now that every time I use that heading 3, instead of being the green, it is now that purple color. And it changes everywhere on my site, so I don't have to remember to go through and change them all. All right, so from now on, when you are creating your websites, I would like you to use a blank template with a theme to make it look nice. And I would like you to use the built-in headings. In addition to that, I would like you, if you want to change the style of the headings, you will need to go into Manage Site, Themes, Colors, and Fonts, into the Content area, and you will change your styles from there. So I will just go back to my default and save. All right, so that is a little bit about changing your themes, colors, and fonts through Google Sites. By the way, this that we are changing up here, this is called CSS, Cascading Style Sheets. So if you ever look at things with web design with CSS, that's what we're doing right here. All right, so that's the end of this video, and we'll see you next time.